It's me, Doug. You know, Doug. Actually, time to do an intro, I guess. Hello, everyone. My name is Pedro. Actually, my name is not Pedro. My name is Douglas, which is a fact a lot of people still can't get enough of. Weirdly enough, people don't believe my name is Douglas. Well, who knows? It actually is. My name is Douglas and welcome to this video and to November 19th, which apparently is Thank You Patreon Day. I have no idea why, but it is what it is, and therefore I'm here to thank all of you patrons for supporting my work, which I have been doing for the last 5 years thanks to your help and your help. Actually, I have been doing patron work ever since 2014. Ever since 2014, I started doing Patreon. I posted a video on YouTube a long ass while ago, asking people to become patrons, and I don't think that it ever worked, but nonetheless I posted it, and ever since then I kind of just somehow my Patreon grew in size and in amount of patrons and people who were willing to support my work, and I have done nothing pretty much nothing to influence that other than keeping producing content. According to many sources I have seen, I should have been doing more I should have been doing more promotions, materials, stuff to get people to become patrons. I never did, and that never happened. Except that it did. A lot of people become patrons, and that was unexpected, but it was enough for me to be able to keep doing this as a job for 5 years. And I received earlier this week a little email from Patreon, the company, saying, hey, you should be thankful to your patrons. And you know what, I am very thankful to my patrons, and I would like to make a little video thanking every single one of you, especially the non-patrons and the patrons who have been patrons at the beginning when I was doing the Golden Week, and then stopped being patrons when I stopped doing the Golden Week, because that has been a while ago. And I even wrote a little checklist of stuff to say in my in this video, because I want to be thankful to you guys, and I did a little list of things to say. So the first thing in my list is a giveaway, because holy shit, how can someone become a patron? How can someone like you go around supporting someone like me, a dog, for no rewards whatsoever? And your reward thus far has been getting the comic. I have been doing the comic, I have been doing work, I have been creating stuff, posting it around for free everywhere, except that most of I do keep it timed exclusive for patrons, and so patrons get it first, and it's because of patrons that I'm able to do this. But I wanted to go ahead and do a little somewhat of a thank you kind of deal, and I have very little which to give back that would not increase my workload, because increasing workload is something that I would very much like to avoid. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna do something a little bit more personal, a little bit more physical, but possibly something that a lot of you will enjoy. The patrons will enjoy, possibly. It's not gonna be for everyone, but it's gonna be for someone. And other than that, there's this whole video. So I hope that in a way you all approve of this. So let me try and figure out if this camera thing works. How do I show the other side of the camera? No, that's take a photo. I don't know how to switch cameras in this thing. I guess I have to stop this video and start another video. That's so I can record with using the back camera of this cell phone. So I have a lot of physical comic book pages, because how I draw my comics is that I go around, I get like big ass sheets of paper, and I draw on them. I draw like little layouts and sketches of how to do my comics. You can see on the bottom here that I have written which comic is this and which page are these, and I have arranged them in a very weird way because there's a lot of porn here, and I don't want to show that publicly on Twitter. But there's a lot of other pages that are not porn, which are completely stories. Here you can see this is Call Me the Father, the comic. This is not comic whatsoever. This is like just weird shenanigans that I did because why not? There's some Call Me Daddy pages here as well. Page 15, apparently it's actually very yellowed because most of these pages I have not been keeping properly. Some of them have like withstanded the effects of time a little bit better. This is the Golden Week, apparently chapter 4, I believe, with Scott, Tom, Jane, and actually this is Amy. The characters, you know them. You like them, you love them, you have read their stories. This is it. And this is the cover for chapter 2. Very old. Somehow it's still in one piece. You can see this is our standard A4 sheets of paper. And that's not all. I have like a whole block of plastic thingies holding all of these papers, all of these comic book pages, all these sketches that I have had done and I am not using for anything. They're just here accumulating dust. And there's not only the comics I did, there's also these pages. That is a random comic book project that I have done a while ago. I never published, never did anything with this, but it exists. And I'm gonna be doing, guess what? Like I said before in my little, where is it? My little script, the first item is doing a giveaway. So I'm gonna be getting all of these and giving them away for free. But Doug, isn't that a lot of pages? Yes, it is a lot of pages. And will I be giving them away for free? I believe I will, because I have no way of keeping them here indefinitely. Eventually they're gonna spoil and getting even yellower, and I don't want these originals to be ruined. But I'm also not taking the best care of them, and I know that somewhere out there's a collector who's like, oh, this is gonna be valuable someday, or it's interesting to see the work, the work that the artist does in the whole comic beforehand, and I would like to keep those originals. Someone out there is gonna enjoy this, and I'm gonna be doing a giveaway, sort of a raffle thing, but for free, for patrons, only patrons that can go and partake in this and win these many comic book originals. There's not original for every single page and every single chapter, because some of them I did originals on paper, some of them I decided to go a little more digital techniques and methods, and I didn't do paper originals, so some of those chapters don't have paper originals at all. Like Call Me Yours, the first chapter has no paper originals because I did all the sketches directly on the computer. Some Golden Week as well, so unfortunately those I don't have on paper, but the ones that I do have I will be sending out to you, along with other random sketches that I have laying around that once again are collecting dust and have very little use being here, because I'm not using them. Nobody is going to be using them if they stay around here, and I believe that someone out there will be happy to collect those, and I would like to give them away for free for you patrons as a way of thanking you for supporting me all these 5 years. And 5 years was enough to collect all of these. Ever since I started doing Patreon, I created a Patreon campaign when I was doing the Golden Week, chapter 3.5? Somewhere around chapter 3 and 4. Actually, let me sit down because it's hot today and I want to be near my fan friend who is fanning me. Yes. So, yes, I'm gonna be giving away all of those originals for free for patrons, and I would like to once again say that I, Douglas, that is my real name, yes, am Douglas Kim, actually is my real name. I am very, very thankful to every single one of you, former patrons, current patrons, and possible future patrons, for all the support that you have given me in this whole comic making endeavor. This end of the video, I don't want to do a whole like downer sort of thing, but I kind of want to talk to all of you guys a little bit about what it is to be an artist. It's weird, it's complicated, it's hard, but it's somewhat rewarding. It's not something that I would tell anyone to go ahead and do. It's not something that I would see an aspiring illustrator out there and say, hey, go be an artist, do comics for a living. It's not the sort of thing that is easy to do, not for the kind of person that I am, at least. And it's complicated being an artist, because I am spending a lot of time, a lot of mental power coming up with stories that I want to tell, but in ways that people want to read, because the jumbled mess that is my mind and my head is kind of a conundrum for me to just throw it out at people. So I have to spend some time digesting the stories and thinking what's the best way to tell them, and putting all of that story into comic format, which makes it easier for people to read and digest because of all the visual medium that is assisting the whole storytelling process. There's also the whole what is it? The whole part of how do you go around and make a living out of that? And used to be you didn't. Used to be you did a comic because it was something you really enjoyed doing. It was like a passion project that you did between your main jobs. Nowadays, thanks to Patreon, it's possible to make that into your main job. Back then I used to do a lot of commissions to pay for like drawing materials like pens, all those expensive papers I used at the beginning that I don't use anymore. More pens, because pens go very fast. They're not very durable, some of those pens, especially if you draw using pens as much as I do. You're gonna go through a lot of pens, and other many things, like there's a lot of nuances to being an artist, a lot of technical stuff that you need to have, that all costs money. And also, you're a living being. You need to feed yourself, you need to eat, you need to sleep, you need to have a roof over your head, and all those things cost money. And how do you go about making a living out of being a comic artist? And you used to be, you didn't, now you can, thanks to Patreon. And I would like to thank all of you for making this dream a possibility. I am living and earning a living out of doing something that I really enjoy doing, which is comics. I do sort of see myself doing this forever, creating more stories, putting them out there, sharing them with you guys, reading all of your suggestions, your opinions, your feedback, putting all of that into the comics and trying to improve. Over this, I've been doing this comics for 7 years now, 3 years without Patreon, and for all 2 years actually. Math is hard. Anyway, for all of this time, doing comics is something that I started doing as a passion project, as something I did for fun, and somehow it turned into a living, and is something that is helping me in many ways that I cannot even go out and talk about without making an hour-long video. Like, you don't want to go watch an hour-long video of me talking about all that, so I'm not gonna. Instead, I'm gonna keep this short with very heartfelt things. Thank you, patrons, and former patrons too, who helped in the past, helped me achieve this whole being an artist endeavor. And I have not been the best artist when it comes to rewarding you guys for supporting me, and that's amongst the things that I don't want to go into because they're kind of downer things. But yeah, doing art is very mentally taxing, and eventually there are times when you don't want to do anything. But knowing that I have all of you guys out there eager to read the next page of my comics keeps me going so much. You guys have no idea. And I'm thankful to you guys for being out there, even if you're not a patron, just reading my content and commenting on it whenever I post a new page, and supporting me financially, but also emotionally throughout all of these years have been a tremendous help, and I don't see myself doing this without you, without your support, because in the end, I'm doing this for me as much as I'm doing this for all of you, and hence why I have been trying my best to improve and do good, and keep it to a high standard, good enough for you guys to really enjoy the whole thing, and also take a lot more of your suggestions and whatnot. So this is kind of long. I'm gonna cut it short because I am very redundant, so I probably said the same thing like 3 times already, and I don't want to keep dwelling on that. So to keep it short, keep it simple, keep it brief, I will be doing a giveaway raffle thing over on Patreon. I will be giving away lots of those original pages that I have sprayed on my bed. I have to organize this, go digging through other drawers and places where I might have misplaced or stored momentarily all of these originals, figure out how much all of this weighs, because it weighs more than a kilogram altogether, way more. Find out how much this weighs, how much I can reduce the weight, how much I will have to pay for shipping to send this to whoever wins this raffle and giveaway. And I also wanna I'll be doing a whole post on Patreon about it, because I don't know how I'm gonna give this away, if I'm gonna give all of this to one person, if I'm gonna divvy it up like by chapter and give it to many patrons, or if I don't know how to do this. But I do want some of you, someone amongst you, to have these, because you guys have supported me, you have touched me in a good way with your support, with you being there and being amazing patrons, and I want to give back, and I don't want to give myself more work to do, like doing more art, and I already have a lot here that I am not taking good care of, and I believe someone amongst you would take better care of it, and I want to give it off to one of you guys. So yeah, this is the big announcement video. I have no idea what else I can say to add to this video without making it needlessly longer, so I guess I'll keep it short and cut it here. But yeah, once again, thank all of you, amazing patrons, amazing supporters, amazing readers, amazing people and friends who are on the other side of this screen, not necessarily on the other side of this screen, because my cell phone, albeit big, it's not big enough to hold all of you guys, so you know what I mean, not on the other side of like my actual physical cell phone, but on the other side of this video, when I publish on the internet and it goes on whatever I'm gonna be posting it at, and you're gonna be on the other side of a computer screen. All of you guys on the other side, I really am thankful for having all of you in my life, and I really personally want to do better and do good for all of you, although my ways of doing so are very limited, but I hope that this is one good way of doing good to you. So yeah, thank you once again. I will never be thankful enough. My name is Douglas, and I am the creator of many comics. The Golden Week, Call Me Daddy, Call Me Father, Call Me Yours 1 and 2, and Interdictor that nobody read. But yeah, thank you so very much, and I'll be seeing you next time, possibly next year when I think of something crazier to give away. And that's it. Bye bye, everyone. No, actually, the camera is over there, not over here. Here's the screen where I look to check myself. This is the camera where I have to keep looking at to point my view to you, but this is the camera. No, this is the screen where I can actually see how I look when I'm talking to the camera. But if I look here, I can see myself, and I'm looking to the side, and I don't like it, so I'm trying to look at the camera, but looking at the camera is weird because I cannot see how I look when I'm talking. So yeah, recording videos on recording videos period is hard, and I never done this before, and I'm gonna be posting it. I don't know that I will edit this video. How will I edit this video? Possibly just tie it together, cut a big glue together all of the parts. I don't know. Also, if you have watched all the way through the to the end, sorry for my weird English. English is a very hard language. I'm not native speaker of American English or whichever form of English. So yeah, there's a lot of ways that my diction is very weird, and I would like to apologize for that. But hopefully you got the message. And I would also like to apologize for my Portuguese Brazilian fans who are whereas I am from. I'm from Brazil. We speak Portuguese, and this announcement was not done in Portuguese because, unfortunately, weirdly enough, I don't have as many supporters here in Brazil as I have worldwide, and I have data to confirm that fact. Like, I can go to my actual website and see where traffic is coming from. Most of it is coming from the United States. The second and third biggest traffic is coming from Brazil, so that's good, but it ain't the biggest. So sorry, people from Brazil, that I didn't do an announcement in Portuguese, but I'll do a very quick end of the video announcement in Portuguese. So here we go. I have 1 minute. I know. Whoa! I have been recording for 15 minutes. That's a long time. Anyway, quick announcement em português. Go. Olá pessoal, meu nome é Douglas Kim. Eu sou um artista brasileiro. Eu crio quadrinhos. Eu já fiz vários quadrinhos. Eu fiz os 7 capítulos do The Golden Week. Eu fiz o Call Me Daddy, Call Me Father, Call Me Yours. Eu estou fazendo a segunda parte agora. Eu fiz o Interdictor, que ninguém leu. Eu mesmo pessoalmente traduzi o Golden Week da primeira à sexta parte. Estou criando coragem para traduzir a 7ª parte e eventualmente postar no meu site, que vocês devem conhecer, espero eu, mas provavelmente não. Então meu site é douglas-kim.com. E eu estou fazendo uma doação, diga-se. Todos esses originais, as páginas originais do meu quadrinho, vou doá-las para algum dos meus patrons, ou vários dos meus patrons que participarem dessa atividade, por falta de palavra melhor. Como uma forma de agradecer todos os meus patrons e todos os leitores e pessoas que me apoiaram financeiramente, emocionalmente, mentalmente, moralmente, a fazer e continuar fazendo esses quadrinhos que eu estou fazendo há mais de 5 anos. 5 anos eu estou no Patreon, há 7 anos eu estou fazendo quadrinhos, há 10 anos eu estou no fandom fazendo putaria. E sim, eu vou estar dando várias dessas coisas de graça, não sei como, vai me custar muito dinheiro, mas eu vou estar fazendo isso. E se algum de vocês for no meu Patreon, eu vou fazer um anúncio lá. E aí vocês podem ir lá no meu Patreon, ver esse anúncio e participar, né? E vamos ver no que isso dá e quanto dinheiro eu vou gastar no fim dessa brincadeira toda. Mas é a minha forma de, pessoalmente, fisicamente, agradecer vocês pelo apoio e por todo o carinho e o amor que vocês têm me dado durante esses infinitos anos aí. Eu digo infinitos por causa que minha dicção é muito boa e às vezes palavras me fogem à mente, e aí eu digo o que me vem em seguida pra substituir a palavra. Enfim, ao invés de dizer 5, eu disse infinitos anos, mas vocês entenderam. E é isso, obrigado por tudo. Espero que vocês tenham um ótimo dia. And yes, have an amazing day, amazing week, amazing end of a year, amazing... Oh! probably it's a thank you Patrons Day because of Thanksgiving. I didn't think of that until now. But yeah, to all of you English audience, American audience rather, have an amazing Thanksgiving, and I'll be seeing you guys next time eventually, whenever that is. Have a good one. Bye bye. And stay safe. How do I turn this off? Possibly by pressing the stop button.